What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point and I've told you that as long as we didn't break this previous swing low, we were in the retracement mode and we have to land the bottom of our C wave, and the C wave should have a shape of 5-wave structure. And right here I've told you that probably we hit the range of support from another bottom, from this previous bottom of the second wave, and we had a chance to have higher highs and higher lows, and this will be a chance to basically the beginning of the next uptrend. But instead of this, we had this rollover and we hit some lower price targets. We broke even this previous swing low, and this means we cannot rely on this movement to the upside as a motive wave, and we cannot rely on this retracement as the retracement of the motive wave basically. That's why this count is eliminated, and I have to say that previously we caught this movement to the upside because we hit the lower border of this channel that I drew previously, and it was the confluence with the 0.65, 0.618. It is the golden pocket range if I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its lowest point to its highest, and this was the most probable range where we might have a trend reversal, and we caught the movement to the upside for about 22.6%. And for now, we are in this harsh sell-off, and we have to be very cautious, but if I make this channel a bit longer, as you can see, we hit the lower range, the lower support of this channel, the lower border of this channel as the range of support, and we have some reaction. Does it mean that it is enough to have a trend reversal? I have to say that it means nothing, but we have decent chances to see at least a bounce in order to unload this structure. Everything from the technical standpoint I will show you in just several minutes, and for now let's continue with the fundamental news. And definitely the main fundamental news was the NIO delivery numbers. On October the 1st, we have this article on cnvpost.com that NIO delivers 10,878 vehicles in September, including 2,928 ET7s and 221 ET5s. And this number is really impressive, and in a minute I will show you why. So, NIO delivered a record 31,607 units in the third quarter, slightly above the low end of its previous guidance range of 31,000 to 33,000 units. And right here on this chart, you can see that we have a slight increase compared to previous, to 2021, to September of 2021, in this September basically. And let me show you more details on a model basis. Right here you can see the NIO ET7 monthly deliveries, and this is their new vehicle that based on a new platform NT 2.0, and there are 3 models based on this platform: ES7, ET7 and ET5. And this platform is has a more margin in it. That's why the more these vehicles will be sold, the more margin and more profits this company will have. And let me show you that as you can see, we had for ET7 huge increase in these sales until June. Then we have a massive drop for almost 50%, and for now we are hovering basically at the same range of roughly 3,000 vehicles delivered. And let me show you this ES7 monthly deliveries. As you can see, on August it was delivered about 400 vehicles, but right now it was delivered in September, it was delivered 1.9 thousand vehicles. Definitely huge increase in these sales. On top of that, let me show you even more impressive number. This is I think their most anticipated vehicle, ET5, and the beginning of these deliveries was at the very end of September. They started these deliveries on September the 30th, and only for one day they already delivered 221 vehicles. Definitely very impressive number, and we can see even higher numbers for upcoming months, because fourth quarter, October, November and December statistically are the most lucrative for each company in terms of its sales, deliveries and so on and so forth. That's why I think all the problems directly related to some kind of COVID issues, zero COVID policy in China, and about their logistic issues, I think these problems are behind us, and that's why in upcoming quarter we might see an increase in these deliveries, and this means we might see much higher price of these shares. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let me clean the chart a little bit. I don't need unnecessary tools. We don't need this scale anymore as well. So what should we expect next? Definitely from this top we consistently forming lower highs and lower lows, and technically we are in downtrend. But on a greater scale, if we'll take a look from the beginning of May, as you can see, we had this movement to the upside that had higher volume than we had during this movement. As you can see, from this point from this point to this one in this red area, and this means most likely this is the retracement and not the motive wave. And even this harsh movement to the downside doesn't have enough volume compared to the movement to the upside. This means we are still in consolidation phase, but this consolidation phase lasts much longer than anticipated, and this means we have to be bullish in a long-term perspective, but we might see a bearish pressure in the short-term perspective. So what should you do if you want to catch the trade? Technically we have this movement to the downside without major retracements, and if this range holds, if the lower border of this channel holds, definitely we should see a bounce. And to project the levels where this asset might bounce to, we have to pull the Fibonacci retracement tool for now from this top to this bottom, and with the assumption that this is the lowest point, we might have the ranges of about $17 or $18 as the ranges of resistance. And as you can see, it is the confluence with this previous price action that I drew back in the days, and that's why we might have these ranges as the ranges of potential price targets. So from our current price we might have about 9% to the first price target and about 16% to the second one, and your stop loss should be slightly below this bottom, and depending on the price action we shouldn't break this range of support, this sloping line, and this means your downside potential is about, I guess, about 4%, and this means we have 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio to the first price target, not the best one I have to say, and about 4-to-1 to this second target. This means if you are risky enough and you want to catch the trade short-term long position, you can accumulate with a tight stop loss. And depending on the price action, you might have about 16% of potential profits. But if you want to invest in this asset, you can accumulate on every daily red candle, because in general this asset has rather good fundamentals, and it has very strong plans of expansion in Europe, and definitely this might be a long-term catalyst. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stay